Welcome to our 27th Wonderspace journey. Since September 2020, we have been asking the same 6 questions to people from around the world. The questions revolve around life and wonder, places of reset and stories of hopefulness. This week our orbit will take us over Central America, and to experience these views with us, in this ultimate window seat, we welcome singer-songwriter Tom Grennan, who at the time of recording was number 1 in the UK album chart, with his second album Evering Road. Tom is also an ambassador for an amazing foundation, which you will hear about in his story of hopefulness. The full-length interview with Tom can be found on the Wonderspace podcast, which you will find on our website and on most podcast platforms. But for this shortened video orbit, Tom answers 3 of our 6 questions and starts by giving us a glimpse into his life story so far.
Well, I'm a boy from Bedford, grew up in Bedford, and have always been this guy wanting to live life at the fullest, and always been interested in stories, always been interested in other people, and from a young age I always played football. My dream was to play football and like walk out onto Old Trafford's pitch, Man United's pitch, and just hear like loads of people singing. But that was my young boy dream, and now I do music, and me and music found each other in such a weird but wonderful way through the magic of karaoke. And I was at a karaoke party and I started singing under the influence of a lot of alcohol, and I just got the confidence to do it. And then I found that I kind of liked the buzz of singing, and I loved the feeling it gave me and the freedom it gave me. So I moved to London, and I was 18 at this time, and I learned how to play guitar, and I wrote some songs all about, like, when I was 18 I went through this period where I was attacked and I was jumped and had my jaw broken, and I was put in hospital. But then I fell into this like really bad depression, and the way I dealt with it was to write about it, not knowing that I was writing songs. So when I started learning how to play guitar, I then wanted to write songs, and then I got this book back out and I realised that I was writing songs when I'm not knowing about it. So then I like gigged these songs around London like every night I could anyway. And luckily enough, there was someone in a pub from a record label. They were like, "Are these your songs?" I was like, "Yeah, they are." And it's been a snowball ever since. I put my first album out in 2018, which was a really big success. And it was number 5 in the charts, and I couldn't believe it. Like, it was an album that I was finding my voice, I was finding my feet in the music industry, and like I was learning on the job, because I didn't know to be honest with you, I didn't really know much about how to make music. I just knew how to sing, so it was a learning process. And then fast forward 2-3 years, and I've just released my second album that's currently sitting at number 1, and I'm hoping, fingers crossed, it stays there, and I'll have my first ever number 1 album with Evering Road, and which is like the most honest I've ever been. And finally, like, I know what it's like to make an honest album. Like, don't get me wrong, when I mentioned my first album, it was successful and I'm so proud of it, but it was a collection of songs that didn't really make sense to me as much. Do you know what I mean? So this album now, Evering Road, is an album that really made me step into an artist's shoes, and I can finally say that I am an artist, and I have put a body of work out that I realise what it is to put like your blood, sweat and tears into a project. My story of hopefulness, I was asked down to be an ambassador of the the Homeless Football World Cup. And to be honest with you, I didn't know what it was. And I was obviously intrigued, and I was like, wow, this sounds like amazing, but what is it? And I went down to Wales, and someone said, well, everybody who's playing here has experienced homelessness in some sort. And I was like, okay. But not only that, they're from everywhere in the world, and they've come together and create this tournament that embraces change, embraces talent, and says that we can do anything we put our minds to, and everybody can succeed. And with a little bit of help, there can be a change. And when I spoke to people from like Indonesia, from like Brazil, from Colombia, do you know what I mean? Like, all these people have got these mad stories, and we forget, because we live in this little bubble of our own lives, and we forget like other people have gone through some real hard times. And with teamwork, people's lives can change. And I got really emotional when I was there, because I saw like how happy football can make somebody, but not only that, like how like happy it is to like see people who have been in the same situation forget about that and connect with other people from around the world and share their stories and just smile, because I know that a lot of them people who have been in that situation have had minimal smiles, and to see them smile was just amazing. And I'm so proud to be a part of that. And unfortunately it's not happening this year, but I do know that the charity's still working hard to make it happen in their own way they can. But next year it will be happening, and yeah, it's just amazing. It's literally just amazing to have that unit of family as well. Like, these people are orphans, these people are like left with nothing, and to find their family through sport, fitness, through being able to play in a team. And not only that, it teaches people like about morals, and it's setting people up to actually be able to work in a environment that is teamwork. And also, not only that, like, there's scouts that come. There was one year that some guy got scouted for Man United, and that now went on to play for an Italian team, and like completely changed his life. So not only is it about team, but there's also talent everywhere, and talent can be missed sometimes, and talent can be shown anywhere, and anybody can have it, and everybody does have it, and it takes somebody to kind of put light on that talent. And this is what this charity does. It allows people to shine. The insight I would like to share is something that, I'm a young boy, so I don't have much wisdom, do you know what I mean? But what I've definitely learned about myself and being and doing what I do is not to put so much pressure on yourself, and to know that like everybody deserves love, everybody deserves to be happy, whether that's doing what you love or helping others or whatever makes you happy, then do it. And sometimes it is hard to find, and sometimes it does feel like an impossible task, but it's out there for everybody, and I believe that everybody deserves it. And yeah, I finally found it, do you know what I mean? So if I can find it, anybody can.
More information about Tom and his latest album Evering Road can be found at tomgrennanmusic.com. In his story of hopefulness, Tom passionately spoke about the Homeless World Cup Foundation, and more information can be found at homelessworldcup.org. To join the Wonderspace community and share your own wonders and stories of hopefulness, or to listen to the previous 26 interviews, the website is ourwonder.space. I want to thank Tom for joining us on this Wonderspace. Our next episode will be available after Easter on Monday the 19th of April, and will feature the founder of a sustainable eyewear brand called Parlour that has a world-changing social purpose. Look out also for a special video release on YouTube that marks 25 Wonderspace episodes. I hope you can join us then for more wonders and stories of hopefulness.